No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Breaking news and trending talk. This is 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL. KEEL, Shreveport. The KEEL Morning Show with Robert J. Wright and Erin McCarty. Breaking news and trending talk on 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL.
Good morning at 6:03. Robert and Erin, 101.7 FM, 710 KEEL. Miss Erin Local News getting it together right now.
The big meeting over crime fighting, we'll talk about that this morning. Also, we're going to be talking about an Amber Alert that was issued early today. In case you got it, we'll have an update on that too. And the latest skirmishes in the mayor's race.
What did you just say? In case you got it. What are the 3 words that you never want to hear again in Arkansas? I got it! I'm not much into college sports. But I was dying for those kids. You know the play I'm talking about?
I didn't see it yet.
Holy...
Don't tell me who won. I don't want to know. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm sorry. It's coming up, and we're going to talk about it in the very first segment. It's like Bill Buckner 2.0, plus traffic and weather and sports all this hour, and it's coming up here on KEEL.
Hi, I'm Don Tubbs.
The power of information. KEEL News now.
An Amber Alert issued early today for a 9-month-old boy in South Louisiana canceled. The boy was sleeping in a car outside a church in Iberia Parish when the car was stolen. The suspect was caught in New Orleans. The toddler is safe. Mayor Tyler's comments about a local businessman protected as free speech. Reuben Wright with the latest.
An appeals court has ruled that Mayor Ali Tyler's comments about businessman Scott Pernice were protected. The comment came 2 years ago after Pernice met with Mayor Tyler about people in the city being underbilled for heavy water usage. Pernice believed that because he brought the issue to the attention of the mayor, that he was owed 25% of the extra revenue the city would receive. Mayor Tyler stated then that his demands amounted to extortion. From 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL, I'm Reuben Wright.
Things heating up in the mayor's race. Senator Greg Tarver no longer supporting Adrian Perkins. In fact, when I contacted the senator, he told me Perkins is not the person I thought he was. He's not a man of his word, and he misrepresented himself to me. We asked LSUS political science professor Dr. Jeffrey Sato if Tarver could throw his support behind another candidate, maybe even one of the Republicans.
It's possible. I mean, Tarver's in the city of Shreveport. He'll find the candidate best able to do that, and certainly even in terms of Republicans.
Dr. Sato says Ali Tyler's only major competitor at this point is Caddo Parish Commissioner Stephen Jackson. New study calls Louisiana second worst for children in the U.S. Louisiana last in childhood poverty, 48th in home life, and 47th in education. Council for a Better Louisiana president claims that things won't get better until we begin prioritizing education above all else. The Caddo Commission offers to help pay the sheriff to patrol the city of Shreveport, but the police chief and other city leaders say that would provide only a temporary fix. Chief Crump says all of the parties involved in law enforcement are working on finding long-term solutions. Meantime, Caddo Commissioner Mario Chavez hosted the meeting and tells KEEL News it is better to have more people involved.
When you have willing to help, the solution is going to come about faster.
Chavez says he's hoping to work out a solution to funding the sheriff's office for helping patrol the city limits of Shreveport, but the chief says at this point that's not needed. The industrial tax exemption program has some new rules. Now, local government can start collecting tax dollars immediately after the rewrite does away with complete forgiveness of property taxes. New applicants instead will be offered a tax break of up to 80% of what they would owe for up to 10 years. Various civil rights groups are backing calls from Democratic lawmakers to hold off on a vote to confirm Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy's replacement until after the November elections. Seatbelt checkpoint planned tonight somewhere in Bossier Parish. It'll be happening from 11 p.m. tonight until 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm Erin McCarty on 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL.
Time.
9 past 6 o'clock, 1017 FM. 9 past 6 o'clock, 1017 FM. 710 Keel. Here's Brandon.
Looks like so far so good when it comes to traffic in the Shreveport-Bossier City area this morning. No major accidents to report, but if you see something, let us know. Call us on the Planet Fitness traffic hotline. That's 687-ROAD.
Your AccuWeather.com forecast, it's going to stay hot and humid over the next few days, partly to mostly sunny skies. Highs will be in the upper 90s. Lows will stay in the upper 70s. With your AccuWeather.com forecast, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Download the app. It's awesome. I'll hypnotize you. Download the app. It's awesome. Okay, so much for character voices. 3 words that Erin McCarty is embracing this morning.
Today would be a good day.
So Erin usually gets up about 2 or 3 in the morning.
3.
And wanders in here at about 4 or 4:15, starts writing news and putting it all together for the news can, not only for Keel, but for all the other stations in the building, the other 5. And
multitasking.
You get in this morning and there's no internet.
No internet.
So
no email.
What does one do? How does one? You literally just sat back in the chair before the are the cameras on, Ruben? Are the cameras? They are?
For now, they are, yeah.
Okay, then you would have seen her flop back in the chair.
Oh, man. Ruben, don't tell him what I repeated, please.
Give a big sigh and say, how are you supposed to do a 3-hour radio show with no internet?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to find out today, aren't we?
Yeah, we sure are.
So tell me about your morning. Tell me exactly. Let's go behind the curtain a little bit.
We can go behind the curtain because we have AP that comes in on the internet through the computer, but I also have another program that captures it. But it hadn't captured since like 9 o'clock last night. So.
Well, good thing nothing in the world happened since 9 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah, thank God Kennedy retired. That's all I got to say. Because you wouldn't have any other national stories except the old stuff. But I'm also sending you sports this week because Fletch is out.
Yeah.
And
so I didn't have that.
Didn't have any sports to send you.
Which
that was,
brings us to.
Wait, I did have one I could have sent you. Could have said. College World Series Game 2 is coming up. Was last night.
Which brings us to.
No score.
As you know, I'm dying for those Arkansas kids today.
Oh, my gosh, I know.
You didn't see it.
Haven't seen it.
Okay.
I don't want you to tell me. I don't want to listen.
Then leave the room.
I'm going to leave the room.
No. Stay right there.
I'm going to leave the room.
2 out in the 9th. Arkansas leads.
Winning?
2 out in the 9th. Arkansas leads 3-2.
They won game 1, so this would wrap it up.
2 out in the 9th. Are you familiar with Bill Buckner?
I've heard the name.
Are you familiar with Mookie Wilson? Are you familiar with the 1986 Red Sox tragedy?
Yes.
Bill Buckner, the ground ball goes between.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Guy for Oregon State hits a foul ball in the first base line.
Okay.
The Arkansas first baseman, second baseman, who comes over, that's his play,
Sure.
and catcher all are waiting for the ball. I got it. You got it. Who's got it?
We got it.
It drops.
They were all standing there. It wasn't like they were running for it.
They were standing there waiting for it to come down.
It hit them on the toe.
And it fell in the midst of them.
Oh, no.
Oregon State guy, hits a home run. Oregon State wins 5-3.
Oh, no.
Now, I don't get emotionally invested. I don't get emotionally invested in college sports, but I'm dying for those kids.
Oh,
I'm
man.
dying for because
Who got the error?
It's not an error.
It's not. Why not?
Because nobody touched the ball.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to touch a ball.
Yes, you do.
No.
No error on the play. Trust me. No, it's not an error. Somebody's got to drop the ball.
Oh,
so
man.
they lose 5-3. They play today at 5:30. If Oregon State, think about this now. If Oregon State wins,
the College World Series, yeah.
First of all,
they're poor mamas.
You have to leave the school.
Yeah, you're done.
I mean, if you're that kid,
yeah.
It took almost 86, 96. It took like 30 years before Bill Buckner could go back to Boston, before there was ever a hint of forgiveness. If you're Arkansas has never won a College World Series.
Never.
They were a foul ball away. 2 out. It was the play. If you watch the play,
I'm watching it today.
The announcer is saying, this is going to be their first championship. It's a routine. And the fans are going crazy. And these 3 kids surround. I got it. You got it. Who's got it? Splat. And Oregon State hits a home run. They win 5-3. They hang on to win 5-3. Game 3 is tonight. Game time, Shreveport time is 5:30.
Deciding game. Ooh.
My buddy Jimmy is Fletcher's an Arkansas guy.
Oh, we should call Fletch. Can we call Fletch today?
If you want.
Let's call Fletch.
He's just going to be like miserable.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to him.
My buddy Jimmy, who lives in Bossier, is a huge Arkansas guy. He's the guy who sits at home on his sofa naked with one of those plastic hog hats eating pizza. I don't even want to get near him today. Go look at it right now as soon as the internet comes back.
Yeah.
Look at it. I'm dying for those kids. If Arkansas loses, look at me. If Arkansas loses today, you're 19, you're 20, you're 21. Do you ever get over anything like that? That you're this far away and you were one of the guys.
Oh, that just let the ball bounce on your toe.
Just fell in like you and Ruben and me. How far am I from you? 8 feet?
Yeah,
How
Ruben's
far?
4 feet.
I'm 5 feet from Ruben?
Yeah.
Imagine a ball just drops
right in
between
the middle.
us. Yeah. That's what it was like? That's what it was like.
Holy
Sorry.
cannolis.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Guest list today. Who we got?
We got Sheriff Steve Prater going to join us this morning in just a few minutes,
The
probably
meeting
about
yesterday,
6:40.
the Cattle Commission long-range planning committee met yesterday trying to iron out a solution to will the Sheriff's Department aid the Shreveport Police in sort of the perimeter patrol?
Yep, Congressman Mike Johnson's going to join us, hopefully in the 7 a.m. hour. Police Chief Alan Crump in the 8 o'clock hour.
Lots to do today.
Lots to do.
Those poor Arkansas kids.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
Suey.
Forecast. I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson. What interest
3 Razorbacks players misplayed a foul ball with 2 outs in the 9th inning. That turned out to be disastrous for the Hogs. Oregon State scored 2 runs in the top of the 9th. They hold on to beat Arkansas 5-3. The College World Series now tied at 1 apiece. The final game, the deciding game, 5:30 p.m. tonight. And Brazil takes care of Serbia. Games today, Japan against Poland, Senegal versus Colombia, England plays Belgium, and Panama against Tunisia. And a couple of Shreveport guys participating this weekend in the U.S. Senior Open Golf Championship. That's taking place in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Longtime PGA Tour player and major championship winner David Toms and local amateur Robbie McWilliams both taking part. McWilliams earned his spot in recent Open qualifying. That's sports on 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL. The KEEL Facebook page. Here we go. Arkansas lets the College Baseball World Series get away on a fielding blunder with 2 out in the 9th. If the Razorbacks lose tonight, and you're one of those 3 Hogs players in on the play, do you ever get over it?
Oh, boy.
What do you think about that?
No, you
going up right now.
You never do.
And you said, what if you're the...
Taking them to, CC's or whatever.
Yeah, how's about some ice cream? Like my dad used to say to me after a bad Little League game. And God knows I had a lot of those.
Let's go get an ice
Let's go get ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
You want ice cream? It's only baseball. Oh, my God. Watch the play.
Let's go get some vodka is what I've done
Go look at the... No, because you got to turn around. You've got to turn around and play again tonight. You've got
to even suit up tonight.
When Bill Buckner, the Red Sox are a ground ball away, 1986 World Series, Game 6. The Red Sox are an out away from their first championship since the Babe Ruth era.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember the play, Buckner.
Oh, yeah.
Mookie Wilson, ground ball. Mets come back, what was it, like 3-0? I forget what the final score was, 8-7, whatever it turned out to be. And the ground ball rolls through his legs. And the Mets Game 7 the next day. And they lost to the Mets. And the Mets won the World Series. 1986. If you're Arkansas, what kind of fortitude, what kind of emotional strength? You want to know where a coach earns his money?
You just have to forget. You have to forget.
Think of the times in your life that you were so close to having whatever it was you wanted the most.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I told you the story about the interview I had with the station in Philadelphia? I was working I had been doing stand-up in New York City for a couple of years.
Meaning
more people you have willing to help, the